Let's talk about now foundation of special and inclusive education. Okay? So, uh, I would like to give you the course description first. So, the course is designed to provide the historical and legal foundation of special and inclusive education, and of course, the educational implications for the teacher and exceptional child. Okay, because remember, we are going to deal with the SPED, no? It is commonly called SPED, and inclusive education. Okay? So, special education and inclusive education are two distinct types of education that the Department of Education is offering, no, right now to our learners. Okay? So, for the prerequisite, it has no prerequisite. And then, let's proceed to the relationship of this course to the program knowledge base. Okay? So, the faculty of the School of Special Education shall facilitate the development of education who are, no, who are able to implement professional standards, advocate for children and youth with exceptionalities and their families, and adhere to the following beliefs and values. Okay, class? So, I hope you are aware of this, no? Because during the duration of the whole semester, we are going to deal with the special children, no? Those children with special needs, no? So they are vulnerable, so we have to take care of them and be responsible enough, no, to teach them the basic knowledge that they need to learn. Plus, we have to extend our compassion and our conscientiousness, no, to this kind of learners. Okay? So children and youth with exceptionalities are part of a larger community of diverse learners. No? Always remember that, class. In the community of learners, diverse individuals yan. No? Ibig sabihin, different individuals with different needs. No? And they are part of a community, of our community. No? You cannot deny that fact. Next, children and youth with exceptionalities can learn when provided with effective and or differentiated instruction. That is why we have this differentiated instruction. Ang sabi natin, one strategy or doesn't fits all, no? So ibig sabihin, diverse individuals, we have to have the strategy of differentiated instructions. Okay? The adaptation of the learning environment and naturally responsive pedagogy and curriculum. Okay? So when we talk about pedagogy, so these are the different teaching strategies. These are how do we teach, no, the young learners, no? When we talk about pedagogy, young learners yan. Pag sinabi nating andragogy, that is for adult learners, no? Kagaya ng mga career courses in the PNP, no? They are having their schooling, so the approach there is all about andragogy. Okay? So, because of the fact that they are adult learners, no? So, the strategy or the method of teaching that you have to give them is all about the concept of andragogy. No? Okay. Next. Are you still with me?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am.
If you have some question, you can butt in, no? Just say so or raise your hand and I am going to acknowledge you, no? So please do not hesitate. Okay, next. Children and youth with exceptionalities excel when they are held to high standards and expectations. Okay? So if you are going to teach them with uh, exemplary performance or with your intuitiveness or with your uh, skills, no, at par with excellence, you can expect, class, that the outcome, no, of this special children are also at par with excellence, no? Sabi nga natin, what what you gave them or what you sow is what you reap. Kung ano daw ang itinanim, yun ang iyong aanihin, no? So, if you plant, no, good virtues or intelligence in the minds of your learners, even if they have that exceptionalities, then you will also expect a good result. Okay? Always remember that, class, no? Sabi kasi natin, we are always responsible of what we do. Everything we do, no? Especially to our learners. How do we teach them? How do we approach them? Or the different strategies, no, that we consider as far as teaching them is concerned, for sure, no, you will reap what you sow. Okay? So, the larger mission of education is best served when special educators collaborate with families. No? So, ang sabi natin, the ultimate mission of education is best served, no? Best. Take note of the word best. Best served when special educators collaborate with families, no? Kasi sila yung immediate person, no, na pwede nating maging support system, no, in trying to educate the special the special learners or the children with special needs. Okay? So, we have to deal with them. We have to give them the right approach so that the families will also be motivated and inspired, no, and be inspired, no, with your knowledge, with your skills, and with your approach, no, in trying to help their children with exceptionalities. Don't forget that, class. Okay? So, yan muna ang gusto kong itanim sa inyong mga kaisipan so that you are ready, 'di ba? You are ready to accept that one of these days you are going to deal with the children or learners with special needs, no? So sabi natin, it is only a matter of acceptance, no? Kailangan i-accept natin, 'di ba? Na itong mga batang ito ay parte pa rin ng ating komunidad, no? And they need us. They need us to collaborate, no, with other learners, no? That is inclusive education, no? Kailangan they have to collaborate with them. They have to socialize with them, no? Kaya nga meron tayong inclusive education. Okay? So, next. Uh, children and youth with exceptionalities. Ay, sorry, ano yun? Sorry. Children and youth with exceptionalities develop lifelong attitudes and behaviors when responsibility, self-determination, and ownership of their education are expected. No? So, anong ibig sabihin? No? Paano natin ipapaliwanag? No? That children and youth with exceptionalities develop lifelong attitude and behaviors when responsibility, self-determination, and ownership of their education are expected. Okay? Remember, class, that our the aim, no, of the K to 12 curriculum is to produce lifelong learners, no, sa sa ating DepEd vision, no, vision, ang sabi natin is uh, administrators and staff are stewards of the institution for developing lifelong learners. No? So, yun class is stated in our DepEd vision. Okay, so ano ang ating DepEd mission? We dream of Filipinos, no? Lahat, walang exempted, no? We dream of Filipinos who passionately love their country and whose values and competencies enable them to realize their full potentials and contribute meaningfully to building the nation. No? As a learner-centered public institution, the Department of Education continuously improves itself to better serve its stakeholders. So, walang exceptionalities, no? That is what we call inclusive education. That no child should be left behind. No? Walang maiiwan. Kaya nga, kailangan hanapin natin ang mga learners na ito. Regardless of who they are, regardless of what they are, of what their condition are, regardless of what they are capable of doing. No? Lahat yan, all Filipino learners should be embraced and should be put in an educational institution. Okay? Do you understand me, class? Do you understand me, class? Nakukuha ba? Nakukuha po ba? Baka hindi, uulitin ko. Okay? Sinong natutulog na? Baka may natutulog na. Inaantok na sa aking boses. Can you follow, class? Pakisagot naman.
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes po.
Okay. Yes, very good, no? So, dyan lang kayo. I-digest nyo yung aking nile-lecture sa inyo, no? That is flashed on the screen. You can also take pictures of our discussion of our lectures, no? So that you have the access, no? You have the access or you have something to review during our quiz or during our assessment. Okay? So, this course is designed to introduce the beginning graduate student or yung mga malapit na mag-graduate, no, to the field of special education. No? Always remember, the course material is intended to provide the students with an overview of the historical and legal practices, professional, and the ethical issues that are needed to provide all students with exceptionalities with an effective education, advocacy, and support. No? So, design natin tong course na to para magkaroon tayo ng background knowledge, no, about special education, no? So, we will also touch the historical and legal practices, professional and the ethical issues, no? I'm sorry, excuse me. That we have to provide to our learners. Okay? So, the objectives of our the content, no, the contents of this course is number one, foundation of is these are the topics that we are going to discuss, no, in this particular subject. Foundation of special education, syempre nauunang special, no. So letter A, historical and philosophical beliefs. The laws or the legal basis, federal, state, and local, judicial system, policies and ethical principles. Letter C, educational agencies. Letter D, the continuum of placement and services. Letter E, the role of families, no? Very important yan, the role of families. And then, typical and atypical development and characteristics of learners with exceptionalities. Paki-close, paki-close ang microphone. I can hear the noise. I can hear the outside noise. Okay? Typical and atypical growth and development, etiologies and medical aspects, no? In passing lang yan, class, no? Kasi wala tayong hindi natin sakop yung kanilang medications. Okay? Similarities and differences of individuals with and without exceptionalities. Unique strengths and needs of students with exceptionalities. And the next one, the family system. So that's the second major the second major topic, no, topics of our subject. And next, the third one is individual learning differences. Yan. Kaya meron tayong differentiated instruction. Kasi we all know, no, that they have learning differences. Okay? So, living with an exceptional condition, characteristics and effects of the cultural and environmental milieu, variations in beliefs, traditions, and values across and within cultures. Number 4, professional and ethical practices, kagaya ng sinabi ko sa inyo kanina. Letter A, ethics, lifelong professional development, and upholding high standard of competence. Okay? So, you need to have these competencies to be able to teach these learners with exceptionalities. Because you will not be able to give what you do not have. No? Always remember that, class. You will not be able to give what you do not have. So it is very important for you to learn and develop in you those different competencies. Okay? Next, cultural considerations, no? Because of the fact that in our country alone, no, we have different cultures. Different people from different places have their own observance of their culture. No? Meron tayong tinatawag na acculturation and inculturation, no? Because of the fact nga that people from different places in our country has their own cultures, no? That they are trying to observe and that they are trying to practice. 'Di ba? So, one practice, for example, of the Christian community or of the Christian people might be taboo, no? Might be taboo or not acceptable, no? For the Muslim people. 'Di ba? So Christian and Muslims have their own cultural practices. And we have to respect that. No? We have to respect people with cultural differences. No? Next one, subtopic is lifelong professional development. It is also expected, no, that you are going to acquire lifelong professional development because the aim of education is to develop lifelong learners. Okay? Next one is collaborative strategies. One of the approaches implicated in uh, the RA, no, 10533, commonly known as K to 12 curriculum, is collaboration. Because it was found out that during that if you consider the collaboration strategy among the class, it develops, no, trust and confidence, camaraderie, and critical thinking skills. Because as a teacher, you let the students, no, to work on their own with their own pace, no, with their own strategy, with their own approach, because of the fact na during this collaboration time, it will yield a very good result, no? Sorry, nakikita pala yung aking yung aking dresser. I'm sorry, class, ha. Hindi nyo agad sinabi. Nakikita yung dresser ko. I'm sorry. Okay. So, next is communication strategies. 'Di ba? It will also develop the communication skills, no, within you and within your students or learners. Okay? So, for you to be able to develop critical thinking skills, you have to develop first your communication skills. No? Um, your interpersonal and your intrapersonal skills, no? Dapat may communication kayo dyan, no? Because in the interpersonal skills, so that's the skills, no? That's your skill of collaboration with other people, no? That's interpersonal. And when we talk about intrapersonal, that's your relationship with yourself, no? Your personal relationship with your personality. So those are some of the intelligence, no, mentioned by Howard Gardner, no, for you to develop within you, no, and that it has something to do with communication. Na? May question ba? May question po ba? Okay, kung wala na, we will continue with the course requirements. Educational philosophy, literature review. So that's one of the requirements, no? So it is 100 points, class, huh? So the teacher candidate, it means to say that you, no, you are the teacher candidate, And you are going to develop a review of literature that provides their educational philosophy. And I will teach you that, no? As it relates to the foundation of effective special education practices, no? For example, laws, cultural understanding, no? You have to understand the different cultures of different people, no? Because it is only in that strategy you will respect and understand other people's cultural practices, no? And of course, ethical practices, what should be and what should not be, no? Whether it is uh, for activities, for questions, or the words that you are going to use, no, in trying to approach the learners with exceptionalities. Kailangan you have to know the ethical practices, okay, to avoid any misunderstanding. Okay, so this requirement class is a requirement for your iWeb folio, no, teaching portfolio. Okay, so ilalagay nyo to sa inyong teaching portfolio. Okay, next, number 2, interview and reflection paper. So remember, you are college students, so you have to develop, no, your skills in communication, in writing, and excuse me, and speaking, no. So you have to develop uh, writing skills, and you are going to write reflections. That is also considered 100 points. I'm sorry, class. Okay. So, you are going to create and implement an interview protocol, no? So, kasi 'di ba, sabi ko sa inyo, you have to learn how to approach, no, the learners with exceptionalities. Okay? So, kailangan a certain and respectful ang inyong approach, no? So you have to interview your students, no, for uh, the special or people children, sorry, with special needs, plus the caregivers, the parents, no, the guardians of, or whoever the caregivers are, no. So address the interviewee's knowledge of the legal, cultural, ethical, and learning differences, issues that exist in special education, no. Conduct the interview with an audio recordings, huh? Transcribe the interview results, no? May nagre-record, may nagsusulat. Next, letter D, write a 5-page excuse me. Isang oras na kasi ako nagsasalita, class, or mahigit pa, kaya sinusumpong na naman ako. Anyway, the show must go on. Let us continue. Write a 5-page reflective paper of what the interviewees know and need to know. And need to know about the legal, cultural, ethical, and learning differences in special education practice. Okay? So, reflection paper. Okay, next, number 3 is article reviews. No, for the semester yan, class. So 40 points each review. The teacher candidate will complete 2 separate article reviews from reputable journals that include a study, no, comparing typical and atypical students, and write a 3 to 5 page reflection for each article. So that is article review, no? And be sure, class, that you identify studies rather than simply position papers, no? So, or other articles. So, check this one, no? The following. Summarize the studies of intervention, state the study design, relate the article findings to your interview assignment, provide your own discussion of the educational implications, detailed reaction, and include a future direction section for what you think should be done with information from this study. No? So with this, you can have your research, no, about this. And then, please be sure to provide specific examples from the articles throughout your reflections, and don't forget to cite your references to avoid plagiarisms. So, kaya nga, review ang gagawin nyo. So, yung article is gagawa nyo ng review. No? So, be sure to follow APA guidelines. No? 7th edition of APA. Next, itong number 4, optional to. No? Kasi, medyo pang ano na to, pang masteral na to. Okay? Number 4. And then, number 5 is participation. No? Assignments. 10 points each. There will be additional mga minimal lang naman or mga konti-konti lang. Ilan-ilang assignments, no? Dispersed throughout the course. No? So, expect that every time I discuss with you, there must be an assignment or an assessment. Short assignment or short assessment. No? Formative assessment. Okay? Yan. This is the most exciting part. No? So, maybe you are going to have 630 points. You are going to earn 630 points. Kasi doon pa lang sa literature review at sa inyong reflection paper ay meron na kaagad 200 points. Okay? That's the major requirements kasi. No? Then, ang ipa-follow natin dito is the grading system. Sa grading standard, ay grading system ng college natin. No? Ng ating department. Okay? So, ito class, I'm going to share with you some of my references. You can picture this so that you can also go to this or to read further these different references. Okay? Okay, class? So, academic honesty natin, no? All members of the college class community are entrusted with the responsibility to uphold and promote fundamental values: honesty, trust, respect, fairness, and responsibility. Okay? So, the remaining, wag na muna kasi hindi naman yan sa atin. No? Okay, class. Is there any question? Sorry.
Wala po.
Okay, wala.
Ma'am, permission to speak po.
Yes.
Pwede pong pasend ng files po ng syllabus sa GC, ma'am.
Okay, sige, sige. No problem. I'm going to send this to you. Okay? So, thank you very much, class, for listening. May question ba? Because, magbibigay ako sa inyo ng lecture na lang muna, no? Kasi, mamaya, may gagawin kayo. Okay? Reflection agad. Hindi. Short, ano lang siya, review. Okay? So,
Ma'am, groupings po ba yung interview?
yes. Yes. Groupings yung interview.
Ma'am, kami po yung mamimili kung sino po yung kagrupo namin.
Pag-usapan natin, no? Kasi depende sa sitwasyon or depende sa location, no, of your residences. Maaaring kung sino yung gustong malalapit, pwede naman. Ha? Yung magkakalapit ang inyong residences. Okay? Bakit ganun? Asa na? Ito wait. Ay, sorry.
Ma'am, ilan po kaya sa isang group po?
Para sa interview, 3 lang anak.
Okay po.
Ma'am, ask ko lang din po para yung sa paano po dun sa mga online, sa pagbabasa po ng mga gawain, paano po kaya yun?
Di ba merong akong sinabi sa inyo na iWeb portfolio? iWeb
Okay.
portfolio. That is your teaching folio. No?
Okay po, thanks po.
Asa na? Ay, mali. Now I am going to share with you a window. Bakit ayaw mag-open? Bakit ayaw? Wait lang mga anak ha. Ayaw mag-share. Another one. I am going to share with you another one. A window. Ang dami ba? Bakit hindi ko ma-share? Ayaw. Ay. Ano ba yan? Ayaw mag-share. Ay, nako. lang ha, mga anak. Saglit lang. Ayaw mag-present a window. O ayaw. Wala naman. Anong nangyari? Hindi ko ma-share. Ang PowerPoint presentation. Okay.